guys, 681 Shadow, your coach of the Connecticut Krookodiles, and today we have our CPC Season 4 Week 5 match, and we're going up against our good friend Champion Yost, coach of the Angels of Beheeyeim, and he is a very powerful team, because as you can see on the screen here, he has a Lando, I, and Kieran Black on the same team, which is absolutely insane. So that's definitely going to be hard to deal with. Plus, he has Greninja, he has Togekiss, Blastoise, Mega Aggron. He drafted a bunch of threats, and not only that, but his Zmon is the Kieran Black, which is definitely going to be very scary. So, for my team right here, I have a defensive Mew with some coverage moves, Brick Break and Ice Punch respectively. And then for Primeape, we decided to bring Scarf, because if Kyurem's not Scarf, then we could put in a lot of work against the Kyurem, and that would be really nice for us. So then we have, and then Hitmontop, it's kind of funny because we're running Hitmontop. Oh yeah, and I should probably mention that we FA'd Scyther for Primeape this week. So because Scyther didn't seem to have much of a role on the team, and I feel like because Hitmontop has access to Rapid Spin, and that's very beneficial for us to have a Rapid Spinner, I would rather have Hitmontop serve that role rather than being offensive, so we decided to get an offensive fighting type in Primeape. So, then Hitmontop's running more of a defensive role, Rapid Spin, in case he wants to set up hazards. And then nothing too special there, just Bullet Punch, Intimidate because of his crazy team. Then Snorlax, we're running a Curse-Lax set this week, which could do a lot of work if I'm able to set up, but it's going to be pretty hard to set up on his team without a doubt. Then we have the Mega Steelix, pretty standard with Rocks, Heavy Slam, Earthquake. Then we have the Dragon Tail, in case he wants to try to set up with like Lando or something along those lines. But then we have Salamence. We're finally bringing our Zmon Salamence, but we're not bringing a Z move this week. We're running Scarf because of, once again, the Kieran Black. Because if Kieran Black is Scarfed, he outpaces my entire team. So we need something to outpace Kieran, and we're also running the Iron Tail for the Togekiss, which is really nice. So I'm just going to start the game up right here. So I'm going to lead Primeape, as he's going to lead the Kieran Black. Now my thought process here was that, okay, I'm going to lead Primeape because it's Scarf, so it should outpace his entire team barring Scarf Kieran Black. So because of that, I'm thinking, okay, he leads with Kieran Black, so I'm like, okay, since he's in with this, I can either stay in and close combat, I could predict him to switch into something like Lando or Togekiss and go for Ice Punch, or I could just U-turn and make a safe play. So I decided to make the safest play. I didn't think he'd want to stay in on me because because even if he's Scarf, we still tie, so I could still win the speed tie and knock him out. So he's gonna switch, go into his Landorus, as I'm just gonna go for the U-turn here, making the safe play, as I'm able to now go into the Snorlax here, which I do have the Ice Punch, as he's gonna switch, go back into the Kieran Black. I could have set up a Curse here, but I decided to go for the Ice Punch. So good play on him. So here he's just going to go for the Z move, and he's going to Sub-Zero Slammer. It gets a crit. I'm actually not sure how much that crit mattered. I'd have to calc it, but it might have mattered in the grand scheme of things. But now I'm going to go back into Primeape, and now I know that he's Z move here, I'm able to just fire off a close combat. I know I outspeed him, and he knows that I outspeed him. So there's no point in him really switching, because he knows that as long as I'm able to keep Primeape around, then Kieran can go down. So Kieran goes down there, and now he goes into his Togekiss, and this thing is very threatening because I go into my Mew here as he goes for a Nasty Plot, and this is very scary for me because I don't really have a way to beat that. So I foolishly stay in with my Mew here. I probably could have played that better by switching into Steelix and sacking that off and not letting Mew get so low. Because if I had kept Mew around for longer, then that could have been beneficial. So he air slashed me there. I Mega Evolve, just stacking this thing off. I felt like it was better to sack this thing off than Mew and possibly be able to heal with Mew later, but I go into the Hitmontop here, and I'm like, okay, if I Bullet Punch and then Salamence comes in and clicks Iron Tail, I can take out the Togekiss. But the thing is, I click Bullet Punch, he turns out to be Babiri Berry, which is nice prep on his part, but that means I do have to sack an extra Mon here, which puts me in a really, really bad position, as I have to go into Primeape and click Ice Punch. I get a crit, which is unfortunate for him, but now for sure I'm in the range of Iron Tailing with Salamence. So I go here, I click Iron Tail, it knocks him out, and from here he's going to go into Greninja. I'm Scarfed, I'm locked in. I'm not going to be able to win against this. Even though I probably could have if I had probably could have won if I sacked Mew and then switched back into Salamence to knock out the Greninja. Because if he was Life Orb, because he's Life Orb, and if I had done that, he would have been in range of a Brick Break at +0. So definitely a good game to Yost. He's very solid. He seems really threatening, but we do face him again. So hopefully we can get a win when we face him in, I believe, the last week of the season, week 12. So that's gonna be it for this CPC video. I do apologize for our bad play here. We definitely could have played this match a lot better. We could have prepped it a lot better, but next week we do face off against Togavor, which we did face him for the PMC Orange League. Just a couple days before that was uploaded a couple of days before this video, so definitely go check that out as well. But we're going to be playing Togavor in CPC next week, which he once again has a very good team, and hopefully we can have a better match here than we were able to have at for PMC. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you all for watching. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you all next time.